pieces and a strong pace really helped him that day. He's gone up to a mark of 68, but he's actually bred to be pretty useful. He's by Australia out of Short Mile Lady. His half-brother is none less than the very exciting Sakir, who was a top-class 2-year-old last year for Roger Varian, and looks like he's got going to have a big season this year as a 3-year-old. So his family are good. There he is in shot with the cheap pieces on, and Ross Ryan's already had a winner here tonight, and I like his chances. I think he's got every chance to be in here. Coming out of stall 11 though, might not be ideal, but I don't mind it too much here of all-weather tracks. I think that you can defy a wide draw, especially if there's a good decent pace for him to aim at. There definitely could be a little bit of that around, and he's in and around the 7-to-1 chance at the moment. Mafia Power has got obvious chances considering he comes into this off that back-of-back Wolverhampton win, 15-8 now, and he's on that same mark as well. He looked really well in himself as well. Got those blinkers on again. And Archie Watson's very good at backing horses up, and he's been on the go pretty much non-stop throughout the course of this all-weather season, and has got form figures to his name that you'd be very proud of. 133.221 from his last few runs since October. So he's never really out of it, unless this might be just one too many times going to the well. But I think that Archie Watson pretty much gets it spot on most of the time, and he's started 2023 off in a really good vein of form, and you can see Holly Doyle there, fresh from her exploits in Japan, and Mafia Power, who will go into stall 8. As we can see, 15-8, Stormcatcher 3-1, bit harsh now, 13-2. Big Nasty is interesting at 11-1. A horse that promised a lot when he was a juvenile himself. He had that win for Richard Spencer. He started off handicap company off a mark of 92 off the back of really good efforts as a juvenile, and he just became a bit frustrating, and he's now with Nick Appleby. He's hoping that this trip of 1 mile 2 furlongs might just help him. We'll have a look at the betting. 9-4 now for Mafia Power. Stormcatcher's 11-4, 6-1 for Bit Harsh. Richard RHB 10s in from 12s and is being supported, and Richard RHB, he's another contender for Mick Appleby. He was just behind Mafia Power when he was last seen at Wolverhampton in early December. The cheap pieces have been removed, so that's intriguing that he's been supported. We've seen the last few coming in here for our feature race tonight at Chelmsford. So let's go up to commentary.
Yes, thank you. So Seattle King goes in. 1.25 miles is the race distance here. 1.25 is the race distance here. And they're off and racing. And so jumping away down the straight first time. Stormcatcher held up towards the wide outside of the group. Richard RHB disputes the lead with Crack Regiment on the rail early. Boasty's in behind those, and the Bay Warrior handy as well. They're the front four. Buxton 2 next, and then slotting in behind Bit Harsh, who races along next to Leb Sayer with the white bridle and cheek pieces. Mafia Power's in the back group at the moment. Seattle King likewise, as they move on away from the stands now. They're followed through by Stormcatcher, and Big Nasty is the early back marker. But it's Richard RHB who has the lead as they race towards the far side of the track. Richard RHB in front from the Bay Warrior second, Crack Regiment third, Buxton 2, Boasty's closer now in 5th place, striped sleeves, and then the all blue of Bit Harsh around the outside. A gap then to Leb Sayer as they now fully make their way down the far side of the track. Bit closer, Seattle King now, who's on the inside of Mafia Power. No improvement yet from Stormcatcher, nor from Big Nasty, who's up there on the outside. And the runners now head on towards the final half mile of the contest. Richard RHB with the lead here from the Bay Warrior in second, Crack Regiment and Buxton 2. Not much movement amongst these four leaders. Under a bit of pressure now is Boasty in 5th, and also driven along Bit Harsh. Mafia Power so consistent, threatening to improve a little bit now with Leb Sayer. Stormcatcher's next at the back end of the field. Big Nasty's been ridden along with loads to do, and Seattle King one of the back markers as well. Meanwhile, the leaders turn for home. And the Bay Warrior trying to wrestle the lead from Richard RHB, who battles back in commendable style. Crack Regiment next. The ones down the outside, they include StormCatcher here as well. Comes Bit Harsh with a very telling late run. Bit Harsh and StormCatcher, these two go on. Bit Harsh and StormCatcher, tight finish between the two of them. Buxted 2 was third, and the Bay Warrior fourth.
Another really close finish here at Chelmsford. It's between Bit Harsh 7 on the far side. Head bob down. Oh, it's close. Far side Bit Harsh, near side StormCatcher. Buxted 2. And then the Bay Warrior. Great finish to our feature here at Chelmsford. And Bit Harsh, who was mid-division all the way out. Oh, that is close on those reckonings. You'd have to think that head bob has gone the way of StormCatcher, the near side, but it is extremely close, both all out. And Jack Mitchell aboard StormCatcher, who's having to give a bit of weight away to all his rivals here, not least to Bit Harsh. And both coming out wide draws, StormCatcher out of 10 and Bit Harsh out of 11. The judge is taking a while to decide. And we'll pick it up as they swing around the bend. And at this point, Bit Harsh, who was coming under a bit of a drive from Ross Orion. StormCatcher, who's in the pink and the purple armlets, is they're side by side at this point, having to come down the wide outside. The Bay Warrior done his work, and he just folded a little bit after good early work in the beginning of this race. And oh, it's close. Bit Harsh and StormCatcher faced plenty of good support, and they both had come into this race off the back of recent victories. And at this point, down, it looks, oh gosh, it's so close to call. As we still wait official confirmation from the judge. StormCatcher, as I said, near side, and Bit Harsh far side. Both jockeys all out. Ross Orion looking for a double here this evening. And Jack Mitchell aboard StormCatcher. Buxted 2 was, you can see his nose poking out. He was a couple lengths behind in third. But they still not called it here. Potentially, we could be looking at a dead heat here. The judge is leaving it as late as possible to make up their minds. And I think we'll have to come back to you. We'll go back to the studio and we'll keep you informed as we get the result through, Rachel. But my money was with Bit Harsh, so I'm backing him. But I think, I'm afraid to say, I think it might have been StormCatcher, but I'll take a dead heat.
Yeah, I think the longer it goes on, we're all maybe thinking we'd take a dead heat as well. We'll be waiting on the judge, David Hicks, though, to bring the news through on the full result at Chelmsford. But Bit Harsh, we were kind of expecting maybe we would take a step forward, and let's take a look back. We both thought the Allen King horse would have a really good chance. I'm sick of looking at that still, because that kind of makes me change my mind a little bit. In real time, I thought the Bit Harsh got there.
His head was just going back down at the right time on the line, so fingers crossed he got up. But two progressive types, and they've both taken a step forward from their last time out victories.
But let's take it from the top then. StormCatcher, of course, the winner last time out, as was Bit Harsh. Both of them drawn side by side, both of them well separated by goodness knows a whisker, if at all.
So you can see the front, the first and second, or if they've dead heated, both were ridden with a little bit more restraint. Ali Rawlinson went forward on Richard RHB and raced exuberantly in front, and just as he was getting this horse back under
photo finish for first place. First was a dead heat between numbers 1, StormCatcher, and number 7, Bit Harsh.
Just as he was getting this horse back, dead heat. So we got it right, Rachel, nearly. got it right.
Yeah, nearly. It is dead heat, but look, the longer it goes on, you're always kind of expecting, you're hoping that you will get a dead heat. But anyways, there you go, dead heat, and we're just kind of tracking their progress as they go down the back.
Yeah, we just said that the horse in front was a little bit free, especially when the bay warer moved up to his girth down the back, sort of around that top bend. The bottom bend was a little bit keen, bit harsh, and the eventual two winners both sort of mid-pack and towards the rear of the field. Jack Mitchell rode a confident race on StormCatcher. And sort of the disappointing horse was Holidor, who was tracking Ross Orion on 2 days ago winning Mafia Power.
Yeah, and I think we go back to Jack Mitchell. I mean, you have to be really confident because he's had to come from behind Bit Harsh as well. He's all the way back there, Bit Harsh, sort of a little bit, not always travelling, kind of how we saw the way he won last time. You know, you can see he just has to get a little bit stuck in Ross Orion, get busy on him.
Yeah, well, as the race progressed, he got left flat-footed. And sort of once you got that clear passage down the outside of the field, Jack Mitchell sort of brought them along with him. Deniz moved up to him, and both horses finished off well. Buxted too run a solid race with a sheepskin noseband. We highlighted him beforehand as a good each way chance. I'm not sure what the price was in the end, but he was he stayed on well to finish third late on.
Yeah, so you've had a dead heat and a placed horse. Yeah, so you've had a dead heat and a placed horse.
We can go home, can't we, Rach?
You can't go home yet. You can't go home yet. We're going to watch the head on. And what about anything else in the race? We mentioned Buxted too, and the top two in StormCatcher and Bit Harsh. Anything for next StormCatcher?
Well, you can see just in behind Ross Orion there, Holidor with the blinkers on and the white and blue stripes on Mafia Power, who's been ultimately disappointing, but backing up 2 days after that victory, it looks like it's just come too soon.
Yeah, and backing up over that victory back on Tuesday. So, you know, I think in sort of situation, George, you can go from hero to zero at times. It's a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, it is. It's hard. Some horses will indicate they're fine until you get on the track you don't know. I thought Crack Regiment ran well for a long way, and he slipped to a mark where he's going to be competitive. Andrew Spiller, and I thought that was a better run than the Bear Result, sort of weakened late on.
Okay, so there you have it. It was a long wait, and in the end, David Hicks, our judge, could not separate them. It's a dead heat at Chelmsford City for the race of the night, StormCatcher and Bit Harsh, 11-4 and 6-1, and Buxted 2 in the mix. Good shout, 22-1. In the mix, good shout, 22-1. So dead heat and the winning time 2:05 and 55, 3:25 above the standard. So a fair share of drama for the feature race. Let's return to Chelmsford and back to Jess.
Well done, Simon. I know when the gates open, it's not exactly where you wanted to be, but this horse is really brave. And you take a dead heat.
Yeah, definitely take that. Yeah, it wasn't ideal. Jack got sandwiched coming at the stalls, and he just got caught at the back, and it's very difficult from here to make up that much ground, but Jack gave a nice patient ride, followed the fancied one through, and I'd say get on the line, dead heated on the line.
Yeah, comes into it in great form, managed to get 2 wins on the trot, and your horse to fly.
Touchwood, long may it last. Yeah, Touchwood, long may it last. It's only the beginning of the year. Let's keep going. Hopefully, it's only the beginning of the year.
Testament to you, behaving very well. Well done, enjoy it.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Behaving very well. Well done, enjoy it.